So welcome back. We're speaking about healing America's narratives, and specifically we're in chapter 11 now, 11 of 12 chapters. And it's entitled, So Now What? Where we begin to address some of the ways into our prospective healing of America's narratives and our prospective recognizing, understanding, and integrating our collective national shadow. So what we mean by healing, as it's used in the book, is not fixing something or curing it as we would with a disease or an injury, and both of those are important. But healing, as it's used in the book, and we referred to this way back some, probably 90 conversations ago, refers to coming to terms with things as they are. Oh, this has happened. Even if I don't like it, even if I want to try to change it, I accept that it has happened. It's true. So my personal version of that is 20 years ago, I was having some pain in my lower abdomen, upper legs, and I got tested for everything from my prostate to hernia to pulled muscles, and they were all negative. And finally, it was discovered I had virtually no cartilage left in my hips. I had done some damage to my hips as a teenager trying to dunk a basketball. Long story. I had both hips replaced. So that was a very disturbing diagnosis for me and very disturbing thing to accept, but the cartilage was gone. I was in a lot of pain. So I had to begin to accept that I was going to change how I was using my legs moving forward. So I did. And that was a big part of the healing. The osteoarthritis, the lack of cartilage in my hips, was fixed. Basically, this is short trigger warning here, but when you replace somebody's hips, you chop off the top of the femur, drill into it, put a prosthesis in, head on top of that, a new socket into the hip. So it's some of the surgeons refer to it as a Black and Decker. All right. So my work in healing was to come to terms with that was my reality now, not deny it, not be angry about it. This is true, and I have to make some adjustments. So healing refers to coming to terms with things as they are. In order to move toward healing, as we do in the book, Healing America's Narratives, in chapter 11, we introduce 7 questions and statements, a total of 7, that we'll begin to unpack one at a time. I'll name them now. I'll bring this video to a close, and then we'll take some time going into each one of them. So here are the 7 questions and statements that we'll be working with over the coming videos. So the first one is, who am I really? I'm not going to comment on these. They're fairly significant questions, as you can imagine. Second one is, everything is a story. Third one is, what's my impact and what impacts me? Fourth one is, what am I not seeing? The fifth one is, who are my people? The sixth one, which is pretty direct and can be disturbing and always true, is I am going to die. And then the 7th one asks about all of those. Basically asks, how am I in relationship with each of these previous 6 questions and statements, and with everyone and everything else in my life? So how am I in relationship with my reality, essentially? And again, we'll unpack each of those in some detail moving forward. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, and I'll see you the next time.